Hello everybody, lovely to see you all here tonight. As David said, my name is Aisha Craig. I am the programme leader for the Primary PGCE programmes, and we have a number of different Primary PGCE programmes here at the Institute, and I'll say a little bit about some of the different routes that we have. I'm going to give you a broad overview of the Primary PGCEs, but I think some big messages for us at the beginning are to really try to impress upon you how strong we feel the experience is of coming to a place like the UCL Institute of Education and working with our team of specialist teachers and our incredibly strong school partnership. There are lots and lots of opportunities for you, lots of different ways for you to go into teaching, but the value of coming to a place like this and having that exposure to a wide range of schools across the partnership, to specialist teaching from some of our really highly skilled and experienced tutors who are involved both in research but also have a background actually teaching in schools, so they bring those two together. We think that's a really powerful experience, and we think you also benefit from coming on a PGCE from being part of a large cohort of other student teachers who are all going through the same sorts of experiences. You get that opportunity to hear what's happening to them in school, to hear about their reflections on what they're reading, what they're doing, what they're seeing, and we think that builds a very, very strong base for your career as a teacher and for your growing professionalism. And we do very much see teaching as a profession, and we want you to develop into and feel like a strong and empowered professional in your career. So that's, I think, big picture what we hope that we offer here. To say a little bit more about our Primary PGCE programmes, we very much are looking for you to have high expectations of all the children that you're working with, and we in the same way have really high expectations. We want to support you to really achieve the best for yourself. So we are hoping to work with you to help you to become really outstanding teachers, to really aim for the best for yourself, and we will support you to do that. So we're looking for teachers who are ready to and excited about rising to the challenge of teaching young children, who bring their dedication, their energy, their enthusiasm to the classroom, and to unpicking all this interesting complexity of what's going on there and trying to work in that incredibly complex environment to get the best outcomes for all the children that you're working with. A big idea for us is that we want to help you to really engage with your professional learning, so to engage with research and evidence around how children learn, what effective teaching looks like, and to make strong links with that with what you're seeing in the classroom. So the programme works by periods of time here, periods of time in school, back here again, and you're constantly trying to make links between the two, between what you're reading and what you're seeing in the classroom, and trying to build your understanding of what's going on through that. So we very much want to help you to make those sorts of links and to help you to make your practice be really evidence-informed. Some of the different routes that I mentioned, some of the different PGCEs that you can do, you can apply for a 5 to 11, so children from age 5 to 11 PGCE, or you can apply to an early years Key Stage 1 PGCE, and that's working with children between 3 years old and 7 years old. Both of them lead to a PGCE, both of them lead to QTS. Neither of them limits you to only working with that age range of children, but it doesn't mean that during the PGCE itself, your school experience, your placements would be with that age range of children. So it's worth thinking about before you apply, trying to get some experience across the school so you can help yourself to think about which age do I think I'm initially interested in working with. Because it doesn't limit you, but it's worth having a little bit to think about. At the moment, apologies, it's a little bit out of date. We only offer full-time versions of those routes at the moment. We also have a maths specialist primary PGCE. There's slightly different entry requirements. There's an additional entry requirement that you do need an A-level in maths at a grade C or above, or the equivalent of that. But if you have that, you can apply to the maths specialist primary PGCE. The aim of that course is that you become a generalist primary school teacher who can teach across the curriculum, but who has a really strong subject strength in mathematics. So you would still potentially be employed as a general primary school teacher, but you'd be using that maths specialism and that particular strength. It's very, very desirable in schools, that sort of maths specialism. So if you're interested in that route, do have a little look on the website. There's more information on there about it. We also offer the non-salaried School Direct, which is the same as tuition fee School Direct. Sometimes those terms are used, but they are interchangeable. On that programme, you do exactly the same PGCE. Here at UCL Institute of Education, the School Direct non-salaried route, School Direct tuition fee route, you do the same course, you get the same qualifications at the end. The big difference is if you apply to School Direct, you're applying directly to the school who's partnered with us. So it means that your school placements will be with the schools that you've applied to. So if you feel like you know the school sector very well, you're quite familiar with it, and you have a strong sense of what types of school you want to work in, that could be a good choice for you. If instead you're feeling like, actually, I just want a diverse range of experiences to learn about different schools in London, then applying directly here to the PGCE can be a better choice. So that you get a very similar experience here, but those can be some of the things that can help you make that choice. So often people think that doing a PGCE is university-led, so I'll spend more time at university, but actually that's not really the case on any of the routes into teaching. Most of them you spend the majority of time in school. So on the PGCE you spend 36 weeks in the programme in total. Of those, 12 weeks are here, so 1/3 of it spent here at the university, and 24 weeks out in schools. And it's 2 different placement schools. Okay, so a little bit about the teaching that you get here at the Institute and how the course is built up. So we've got an honours level module, which we call the Primary Professional Practice module. It involves working with specialist curriculum tutors in every subject in the curriculum. So there's a maths element, a science element, an English element, computing, and then foundation subjects, all of the humanities and the arts. It involves a course in professional studies, so things like learning about assessment, learning about behaviour for learning, learning about some of your legal responsibilities and safeguarding responsibilities as a teacher. And then significant periods in school, doing school experience, teaching, and getting to know the job. You also do 2 master's level modules. So the first one, learning and teaching in the primary curriculum, that module involves really learning a lot about child development, about how children learn, and learning about the research evidence on effective teaching. Alongside that, you do a master's level module where you choose a curriculum specialism. So though you're becoming a generalist teacher, you get an opportunity to specialise and to go into depth in one curriculum subject. And there's some examples up there of the range of subject specialisms that we offer. Each one's led by a subject specialist tutor, so you're getting access to that high quality teaching. Something else that we offer, once you've received an offer from us and you're coming on the primary PGCE, you can apply to join our special educational needs and disability pathway on the primary PGCE. It involves doing some additional sessions and going into much more depth around the issues around teaching and supporting children with special educational needs and disability. It also involves a 2-week placement in special schools, so you get an opportunity to go into special schools. So it's additional. All students get some opportunity to learn about special educational needs and disability, but on that pathway, you spend some extra time doing that. Okay, so all of the courses lead to the same qualifications, postgraduate certificate in education. You get 60 master's credits through successfully completing the course, and you get qualified teacher status. And that's the same on School Direct tuition fee. So a little bit about our partnership. Like I said, we've got a very wide and diverse partnership. We work across Greater London with more than 350 schools. Very different types of schools. We work with independent schools and state schools. We work with academy schools, maintained schools. We work with faith schools and non-faith schools. So we really do have a very wide range. And what we aim to do is to give you 2 placements where you get quite different experiences. So we're really looking to try to tailor your experiences to building your breadth of knowledge of London schools. And we do spend a lot of time trying to work and develop those relationships, particularly to work with hubs of schools. We provide all students with the opportunity, as well as their placements, to go into schools for one-off sessions, perhaps to see outstanding teaching in phonics or in early number. So we have strong partner schools where you go and you observe practice as part of the teaching part of the course. I hope to see some of you coming to interview days and coming to join us in September. Thank you.